As the world reeled from the Great Depression, Hollywood was in the money. Tinseltown churned out feel-good films and slapstick comedies by the dozens and helped weary moviegoers escape reality for the price of a 25-cent movie ticket. Each week, an astounding 60 to 80 million Americans forgot their troubles and got happy at the movies. And once in a while, they went to get the bejesus scared out of them.
I am Dracula.
In 1931, Universal produced their first version of Dracula, making an instant cult star of suave European leading man Bela Lugosi, and ushering in the golden age of the horror film.
This is Dracula, the original terrifying story of a maniac and a man who lived after death, lived on human blood, took the form of a vampire bat, and lured innocent girls to a fate truly worse than death.
Dracula? Oh, what's he done to you, dearie? Tell me.
Lugosi as Dracula is a performance that really transcends any kind of criticism. There's something magical there at play when he as Dracula. And of course, the whole legend and lore of all the devotion he gave the role and the way he absolutely thoroughly believed in the role and the fact that he was buried in his cape. All these things. It's an extremely moving performance, even though you can criticize from a number of points of view because of the fact that it's not really conventional acting, even for the 1930s. But it's still magnificent to see, because here is this man who virtually has hypnotized himself into believing he's Dracula on the screen. He absolutely believes in every word and every syllable. And it's really, I think, a very overpowering and very moving performance to watch Bela in action as Dracula.
I think Bela Lugosi is the favorite Dracula because he's the original, and I think his accent, the look, I mean, he started it.
Even though maybe the portrayal of Dracula by Bela Lugosi wasn't exactly as Bram Stoker visualized it, I kind of think it was a bit of an improvement.
Particularly the way Todd Browning chose to direct Dracula, or not direct it, whatever was going on there. Anybody other than Lugosi in that movie, I think, just disappears.
Lugosi, a Hungarian-born actor, had earned impressive reviews for his stage and screen work in Europe. His political leaning forced him to emigrate to the United States in the 1920s. Although he did not speak English, he managed to make a name for himself on Broadway and in films by hard work and learning his lines phonetically. His first American film role was in Fox Films' 1923 film The Silent Command, starring Edmund Lowe. From October 5, 1927 to May 1928, Lugosi found himself the toast of Broadway when he appeared as the immortal Count for 261 performances at the Fulton Theater in the stage production of Dracula. The play was adapted from Stoker's novel by Hamilton Dean and John L. Balderston. Universal beat out all competition when they optioned the rights to the stage play for Lon Chaney. Unfortunately, before director Todd Browning could call action, Chaney tragically died at the age of 47 from a throat hemorrhage. Universal decided to hire the stage vampire Bela Lugosi. With his heavily accented voice and suave European looks and charm, Bela Lugosi both terrified and fascinated moviegoers, especially the women. Sadly, his success as Dracula typecast Lugosi as only a horror star, and he never achieved the mainstream career he deserved.
First of all, you have actors, and really that's a very noble profession, and what everybody achieves to be that's in that profession labeled as. Then you have a certain group of those who are stars, and then even a very smaller amount that have become icons. And I'm just beginning to realize now that my father, I believe, has reached that stature. He never thought so while he was alive. He would be amazed, I think, that his memory has been actually not only kept alive but enhanced this many years after his death. And I think that there's no end in sight. And the family regards this as a very important heritage, and we aim to do everything we can to preserve it.